intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one.
And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
makes it 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Aggies line it up with 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Defender right there to make the play in the backfield.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd and very long after the disastrous run on 1st down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Extending the play now. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The reception gets him at 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He'll field the punt. Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. A gutsy move, but didn't produce much. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Play action here on first down. They'll take a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they'll set up with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Coming up, second down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch and up for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's that defense shifting again. Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Who makes the grab? They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the first down marker.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. This offense is still clicking. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Ball handed off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that one is over everyone's head, beyond the end zone and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it, enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a shotgun run call. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Spinning out of the tackle.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense the fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He brings the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to take off here. Gets some space around the 30. And he made the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running, and here comes a deep shot. And he's intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is down in the backfield. They may have roughed the quarterback. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. handoff here from the shotgun. Powering through. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Using his legs on the scramble. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
BAT is good as they build on this big lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important 2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's looking deep here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The offense just 1 for 3 on fourth down tries today. Here comes a fourth attempt. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And the fourth down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. And the Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fired into a tight window and picked off. The 50. Now the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick-6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Physical run earns the 1st down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. The Aggies will crank up the tempo.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this off.
The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
They're going to run the option. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Fighting him off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I'd love to see this from this running back. Let's not forget, the last time they were out, he put the ball on the ground, but he has a short memory. Comes back out next time, gets the ball in his hands, delivers with a big-time run on this drive.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he throws his third interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, A&M. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to blow away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
fighting off the defender. And he's brought down after a short gain does not make the first down yardage. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down, he's throwing for it. And he can't connect to costly turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the 2nd down play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the first play of the final quarter will be a field goal attempt. He was successful in his first attempt. This one, a chip shot from 25 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to throw it deep. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Look out. He's got some space. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Oh, and he fumbles. Touchdown, Aggies. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that? He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. No huddle now for the offense.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll loft it to the end zone.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he gets into the end zone to make the score look slightly more respectable.
No issue here. Quarterback decides to call his own number on the conversion and gets it done.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place and gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown continues. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. Inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, A&M. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They can't stop him. And he gets it out with a 28. Tackle right there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called is worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time the defense steps up and makes a play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. 4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Touchdown, Aggies. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Off target and incomplete. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Let's go.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. No, he stopped short on fourth down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And they'll take a knee. Time remaining under a minute now. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.